On another note, speaking of fathers, though, the idea that we was looking at a clip about Judge Mathis and he was going through this whole situation.
Was that the clip? That the clip I sent you or the clip you sent me? I didn't watch it again. I forgot.
It's cool. I got you, King. So Judge Mathis was going through a situation where he went through divorce. So the funny thing is, Judge Mathis had his whole soliloquy when they asked him, about your wife, you divorced for 27 years, whatever. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Judge Mathis, you had me in the first half. He was like, no, but like, it's when you travel a lot and you committed to your journey, your business, and this and that, and da-da-da-da, it could be extremely woman. Don't put your business and your money for your woman, because then she da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. So as he said, I'm thinking, like, 27 years, we like in our golden years. I can't say the B word, it's part of my cleanse. But, like, woman, you might got to sit the fuck down and relax. Like, we might got to have nearly 30 years. Where the fuck is your ass going? But then the interviewer or the fucking paparazzi's like, yeah, but we also heard there was, like, another woman or some adultery going on. He was like, so what happened was, so I ain't going to say that there was or there wasn't, but it's like, all right, like, this nigga, that's what happened, nigga. You was fucking bitches for 27 years. Like, it is what it is. While you was on the trip.
Just done with
right. But the thing that he also said that somebody responded to it with other context was the idea that he was going so hard, let's say, working, and then the burden that fathers and men wear by like trying to pursue things and then get kind of like judged for it because you were the absent father because you was doing so much, whatever.
100%.
Where oftentimes the mothers, according to this clip, don't do that. And the whole thesis was fathers can't be broke.
Yeah.
Because you're doing all these things, and they can say like you can't even just have the concept. Like, all right, he wasn't there, but he did provide all this shit, so I at least got to give him like a B or some shit like that. Where often it's like you get a hard grade, or a woman, they can do even lesser things and possibly get even more grace.
100%.
Yeah. So,
but before we even get to that part of it, you said I want to talk about the adultery side of it, and Go Grab Cheat Is Not Cheating. It's a great book. But I want to talk about that in particular because this is what I want to say to anybody, not even just men, to women too, but definitely men, and especially if you an ambitious man, a man that travels, that works, you got to work with women, different things like that. First of all, you understand trust is fragile, right? And depending on what a woman has been through in her prior experiences, her trust is even more fragile, right? So you already starting off behind the 8 ball with trying to earn and gain a woman's trust. You got to think like this. You never want to give her real merit to have a real complaint behind you having to go to work. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you have to travel for work. You fuck a girl while you on the road. Now she has a legitimate claim to complain, right? You don't want to give her a legitimate claim to complain about you doing what you have to do to provide because it becomes conflicting. You're trying to, even if you learned your lesson, it don't matter. She now can say, I don't trust you when you leave and go on the road because I have a legitimate reason to not trust you because you have cheated on me while you were out and about. The best way to do that is to not even do that. Like, and I can't tell y'all niggas what to do. You're going to do what you want to do. I understand. But it's like, don't be mad if she don't trust you at that point if you put yourself in a predicament to not be trusted. See, I'm huge on if I ain't do nothing to you, you have no reason to think I'm going to do something to you. Like, why does that cross your mind because of what somebody else did? Don't project on me what they did to you. I want to start with a clean slate. But at the end of the day, if you've done something to give somebody an actual image to live in history, to be able to look back and recall, you can't be mad at how they react and what they decide. And you never know when you might get caught up for that. It might he might have cheated in year 1, and 26 years later, she developed the courage to say, you know what, you old limp.
Enough of this.
Enough of this. I'm out. I found a 43-year-old. You're done.
Pain. And I'm taking half.
And now by then, as the older we get as men, the more we try to calm down, the more we want stability and structure, the more they want adventure. So it's like, nigga, you already racing against time as you kind of age, and it's like you do all your shit. I always say men cheat first, women cheat last, and it's just like, it is what it is. We can unpack that after we go to the second portion of what you said. But the fact of the matter is like, I'm just basically giving y'all advice to say, listen, don't mix your business with your pleasure. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't believe in, lying or deceiving, but the fact of the matter is, it's like, you can't be mad at the bed that you laid in. You follow what I'm saying? You made the bed. You got to lay in it.
You want to know what's funny real quick before we get to the other part? So remember I told you about we were talking about the whole assistant thing, the idea of like a man having...
Don't go there yet because we're going to talk about it.
All right, go ahead.
But before, because that's definitely something that I wanted to unpack. Now, as far as in the father being absent, yeah, man, I think as a man, you kind of almost got to sign up to be the bad guy, man. Like, you got to be okay with that because I actually did see a clip where a guy was just like, the father is always hated in the household because he establishes law and order. Nobody likes restrictions. Nobody likes restraints and rules and regulations, but that's what a man gonna provide, right? Like a man, not just a male, a man. So if you are a man and you provide those things, it's gonna come with that resistance. It's gonna come with that, don't tell your dad this. It's gonna come with that, yeah, don't let him find out about it. And you're gonna always find yourself in the dark, but they expect you to lead with clarity. But it's like y'all keeping everything that I need to be an essential leader away from me, and y'all expect me to be able to make sound decisions, and y'all not even telling me what the fuck going on with y'all. Like the daughter don't want to let you know when they got boy problems. The son don't want to let you know where they fucking up at. Your wife ain't letting you know shit because she want to protect the kids as if you the monster. And it's like everybody want to hide everything from dad, right? And then if dad go work too much, it's like, well, you wasn't here anyway, nigga. But if dad there too much, it's like you doing too much. So it's like, as a man, you kind of got to almost understand that if she leave you, it's automatically justified. Like, yeah, she went on to find better. She had to do what she had to do. If you leave her, you abandoned your family. You're a bad man. You're a bad guy. And as men, that's why it's important to understand yourself. Right? Because it's like you just got to go into it knowing like the grace that they are given for certain things, we are not. You got to understand where your grace comes in at. Society might try to condemn us for fucking bitches. Excuse my language because I don't even say that word, but
you crazy.
Yeah, I don't even say the word bitch.
Ridiculous.
But for having sex with multiple women, but at the end of the day, it is largely accepted. They don't have that grace. So it's like double standards exist. It's also in cheating and not cheating. We got to understand that. And it's best to know them and respect them than to complain about it. So if you're a man and you work a lot, you find yourself, outside of the house. When you're there, just try to spend quality time. Understand what your reasoning is and what your purpose is. Do you want to be the dad that got the time but can't provide? And you say, oh, dad didn't buy me this and buy me that. Or do you want to be the dad that's able to provide? If you say, dad didn't make it to my soccer games. You can't be, and it's like, it gets to a point where if you get a certain amount of money, you can be both. That's why you get yourself together first. But if you're not there, just understand that, like, just prepare yourself that, it's always going to be something wrong with what you do, even if you're doing the best you could do. But just know that you're doing your best and